Hi everyone, so today in this video I'm going to be doing a kind of review slash what to expect kind of video when you go for your first autism assessment as an adult. Now, I just went for mine a couple of days ago, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of talk you through how I ended up going and what the process was like and where I go from here, kind of. So some of you might have seen, like in previous videos and stuff, that I've talked about how recently, how like over the past kind of few months I've kind of been reading up a little bit more on autism and how it kind of all made sense to me, and yeah, a lot of things just started making a hell of a lot more sense in my life when I was like doing these autism tests, and they were like coming back as there's a high possibility you got autism. So yeah, I rang up my doctor and he did some like preliminary questions kind of thing. Well, the first phone call he asked like why I thought I might have autism. I explained to him the things that I've had like since I was a kid that kind of matched up with having autism, and yeah, he kind of said he's not an expert in the field, but he will look into it and he'll get back to me. The next phone call I had with him was kind of a preliminary test to see if I fit the criteria. I think it was like 20 questions or something like that, and it was you had a choice of strongly disagree, strongly disagree, disagree, slightly agree, strongly agree kind of thing, and you had to like answer these questions with that. And yeah, I did that, and then it came back that he was like, yeah, it's definitely worth referring you. So then, ow, I just banged my hand on the table. Anyway, so then yeah, I got the referral. He said it could take like 3 months for that to come through. I think this was in October, I want to say, that I had this phone call, and I didn't get my appointment. Well, I didn't get the phone call to book my appointment until January, so it's quite a long wait. And then the appointment was booked in January for March, what day was it? March 16th was when I had my first appointment. Luckily there was like a place fairly nearby where I live that is an adult autism centre kind of thing, so yeah, it wasn't too hard to get to, which is great because like I drive past it when I go home from the Steelers every day, well, every weekend, so I know where it was. Like part of my thing is I need routines, and I need to know where I'm going. If I'm going somewhere new, I need to like search it on Google Maps, and I will need to sit there and yeah, but anyway, I knew where it was. So parked up, went in and sat down in the waiting room. It was like literally a 2-minute wait before this lovely lady, this lovely doctor came and took me into a room. It was quite a walk away. It was like she was saying that she had like the furthest room away. So yeah, I went in there. I was asked if I wanted my mum to come with me. My mum would come with me for moral support. I was like, no, it's fine. And yeah, and then she put me at ease and everything. Like, she was really friendly. Like, I was really nervous that I was gonna get in there and like feel that as soon as I sat down I was gonna be made to feel like they don't believe me, if you know what I mean. Like, if I don't know, I kind of had it in my head that I wasn't gonna be like heard out or believed, or I would instantly get told, nah, you're not, because that's essentially what everyone has always said. Well, like, since I've started saying that I think I might have autism, everyone has always said, well, you don't, because you don't seem like you've got autism, which is pretty damaging and makes you mask your things more. Like, yeah, so that's something that I was kind of a little bit worried about. But the doctor was absolutely lovely. She first started out the appointment by like asking like why I thought I might have autism. Told her, I reeled off a lot of things because a lot of things line up. So yeah, I told her all those, and then we kind of went over them like point by point. She asked like questions about my childhood and like if, like, you know, the sort of stuff, like the sensory stuff, like sound and textures of food and stuff, and all this like planning, routines. Essentially she just talked through the stuff that I told her about, and then we kind of elaborated on it. It didn't feel like too stressful. I don't know why I was expecting it to be really, really stressful, but for me it wasn't actually too bad. The only time I got upset was she asked me about my brother. I automatically kind of start crying whenever anybody asked me about my brother, so we kind of stopped talking about that pretty quickly as soon as I was just a flood of tears. So yeah, that was like I was expecting to go in there because I'm a crier. Like, if anybody asks me about stuff, like, I'm one of those people where if I'm feeling crap and somebody asks me how I am, I'll burst into tears. That's, yeah, so that's kind of, you know, that's the only part that I was kind of got a little bit upset about, which is surprising because I really thought that I was just going to be in tears the entire way through the interview thing. But I wasn't, and I was quite proud of myself because of that. Anyway, so we got to the end of the interview. It took around an hour and a half, but it didn't feel like an hour and a half. It didn't feel like it was that long. But it just kind of felt nice to get to tell someone about it who could possibly, like, you know, help me make sense of it, if you know what I mean. Like somebody who will listen and would know, like, if this is this or this or this or whatever. And it just felt nice to be able to say these things to someone. Anyway, it got to the end of the interview and she kind of said, like, I can't tell you 100% today if you have got autism, but there is a lot of traits that you have that line up with it, and there's pretty much a strong possibility that you do. So then it was up to me if, after this meeting, if I wanted to take it further to kind of get the official diagnosis and like from there, and I was like yes, because I think it just helped me make sense of a lot of things. So the next stage is they are going to interview my mum, because they have to interview somebody who's known you since like the age of like 4 or 5, and my mum is obviously the easiest person to pick in that situation. So she has her appointment on the phone for the 28th, I think it is, and yeah, that's her appointment. Apparently that's going to be like 2 hours or something like that, which is insane. So yeah, we'll go from there, I guess. And so she's doing that, and then she said that after that appointment there's 2 things that could either happen. If they feel like they've got enough information to make a diagnosis, they will just do it after the second interview, like the one with my mum. If not, I might need to go in again for a 3rd appointment where they'll do like tasks and stuff with me. Now that's the sort of stuff that I feel like I'm going to struggle with. So we'll see, I guess, with that, if they can diagnose me after talking to my mum, or if they can, you know, if I need to go in and do the other interview session thing. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on here with how it's going, and yeah, I'm really glad that I've done it so far. I'm glad that I've actually been heard, kind of, and sorry, this is there we go. To just get heard is really good, and we'll just see where it goes from here, I guess. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to hear more of my autism journey, I guess, please leave a comment or something, say hey, and yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Adios!